Welcome to See You on the Internet, a podcast exploring life, love, and the pursuit of happiness in the age of the internet. We're your hosts.
I'm Kate.
And I'm Nicole.
Let's get into it.
Kate, do you want to introduce our third host today?
Yes, we do have a third host today. If you're watching on YouTube, you should be, for the treat. This is Homie Byrne. Homie, can you say hello to everyone?
Hi, homie.
Hey, what's up? I'm Homie. This is my little 9-week-old mini dachshund, and he is a size 8.5. That's the size shoe that his entire body could fit. Okay, you're so cold. Okay, come here. You just
put him in his blankie.
He just wants to be right in my lap and snuggly and cuddly.
How's motherhood treating you? It's been 24 hours.
24 hours, and I'm a natural born mother. Let me tell you. You know how lots of fandoms start calling the person they're a fan of mother?
Yeah.
People can start doing that now because I think I've earned the title. I'm such a good mom.
Well, you know what? I'll be fair, Kate. People have been calling us mother for a while. We've been mothering. The
Have we?
Yeah. The girlies in the DMs do refer to us as mother. So
I have missed those DMs.
So we're mothering.
I was unaware of my mother status.
Just an official mother. How does it feel?
It feels really good. I love him so much. I didn't even know I could love something this much. I love him so much. I love him so much. He's just like such a cute little cuddly guy. Yeah, you are. He just has a little, literally the best face. Okay, for anyone that's watching on YouTube, I'm going to do one more thing and I will just put him up. Hello, everyone. Oh, no.
He does not want that. He is not ready to be a child star, okay?
He's not ready to be a Nepo
I do
baby.
not consent to being on camera, Mom.
Yeah, Mom. Let me wait till later to flaunt my Nepo baby status.
Yeah.
He is the son of a diplomat, let me tell you what. And bring that bit back.
Now he's the grandchild of a diplomat.
Yeah. Do you want to go like in my sweatshirt or what? You're so cold. Okay. Just put you in there. Okay. But yeah, it's been great. He is just the best and I love him so much. And we went to the vet today and he was so popular. Everyone was so obsessed with him. And I was like, yeah, that's my son. Like everyone literally loved him.
I mean, no surprises there.
Yeah, he's so freaking cute. I can't even handle it.
He's the cutest kid on the block for sure.
Yeah, he is. What are you doing?
Well, I can't wait to meet him in 2 weeks. Counting down the days.
I know. You're gonna love him.
And then at that point, he'll be settled.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Knock on wood.
Hopefully. If he's not by then, I'll be upset.
I shan't be knocking on the desk because I don't want to make more work for Alex. Cut that audio out. So we're not going to be knocking on the desk. We're keeping our hands off today.
Hands to ourselves.
Hands to ourselves. Wow, kind of a good segue.
Can I keep my hands to myself?
Guys, today we are going to be, before we jump into everything, we are going to be talking about Selena Gomez and the Hailey Bieber drama that's going on. And if you've listened to our Yappy Hour from last week, covering Selena Gomez's new album. But first things first, Kate, what is something you saw on the internet this week?
Honestly, I don't, not to pull a you-know-who, but I don't know. Nicole, what did you see?
You-know-who. All right, fine. I'll talk about what I saw on the internet this week, and it's the only.
You're always seeing things on the internet, so
clearly I'm the chronically online one out of the two of us. Have you seen Bad Bunny's Calvin Klein ad yet?
Oh my god! Well, okay. Here's the thing. I saw that on the internet, and then it was deleted from the internet because you were censored.
I know
you were censored, so I tried to see that on the internet, but the internet wouldn't let me see it.
I reshared, for everyone who doesn't know this, I reshared one of Calvin Klein's Instagram posts in my story of Bad Bunny looking muy guapo in the words of Shawn Mendes. And they said, we've removed your story for...
It goes against it violates our principles on nudity and sexuality.
I said, sorry, what? They're like, actually, now you're not allowed to use lives anymore. You can't go live. You can't join a live because you're posting sexy photos on Instagram. And I literally had to go. I went to the Calvin Klein Instagram to be like, are the photos still up? They were. So then I said, okay, well, revoke this. Like, put it back. Put it back. Why am I getting punished? I'm just sharing art. This is art. You know what? We have become too Puritan as a culture. I've been seeing a lot of people, a lot of girls out there, a lot of women being like, this ad is too much. It's too sexual. I don't want to see that. Like, you guys are sexualizing him. I'm sorry. It's an underwear ad. Do you want him to be wearing a full sweatsuit?
Yeah, wait, what do you want from him?
Well,
now I'm thinking about the swoot. The new girl swoot. That's what they want.
That's what they want. I'm just
they're actually thinking, if like they want underwear ads, they're really looking for long johns.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of underwear that people would be comfortable with at this day and age.
And this is, again, going back to quite literally every single episode we've talked about Formula One in, where people have constantly been like, you're sexualizing the drivers, you're objectifying them, blah, 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 blah. No, I'm not. They posted that because they look sexy as hell, and they know that they do.
They know it.
And they're trying to get a reaction.
And you know it.
Do you think Bad Bunny, that video was leaked of him? Like, do you think that he wasn't aware of what he was doing in that moment? Absolutely not. He said, I'm getting paid buku dollars to throw my ass back and look sexy in my Calvin Kleins.
And guess what? I'm going to do it.
And he said, thank you very much. And we said, gracias. Thank you, Bad Bunny. I don't want to
keep the conversation going. And then he said, de nada. Then you said,
me llamo Nicole.
Por favor. Más por favor. Más por favor. And then he said, sí.
Kate and I are working on our Spanish in case you can't tell. No,
and then we said, en la escuela azul.
No, truly, that ad changed lives. I don't think I can admit to how many times I've watched it, but if there was a TikTok Wrapped, damning. It would be damning, I'll tell you what. Okay. Put her in horny jail, lock her up. Okay, enough, Nicole.
That's the jail in the town Airbnb. For all of us.
That's what you saw on the internet this week. That's what you saw on the internet.
Oh, what did I see on the internet this week? You're right, I did see something on the internet. I saw an Airbnb of a old, like, ye old western town, basically, that had like a saloon and a general store and a theater and a jail with beds behind the bars. And it was a whole Airbnb, and you and your friends, 22 of your friends, can rent out this town. And I said, I'll be there. I would love to do that. I literally told Nicole, I said, I wish that I hadn't gotten married already so I could go here for my bachelorette party, because that would have been incredible.
And horny jail. Horny jail would have been a thing.
Jail would have been perfect.
It's very reminiscent to back in the glory days of the TG1F Discord.
Oh my God, yeah.
We used to, if anyone has not been part of that Discord, it's actually the Wild Wild West. And it's better now. We have more rules and regulations. But back in the day, it was
ye old western saloon town.
And we used to have what are they called? Roles. We used to have a role that was jail. And we put people in horny jail for saying like sexually explicit things in the Discord. And we'd be like, you know what? Horny jail, you're on timeout. You're not allowed to post anything.
We had sheriffs. Like, we had people that were going around. They would be able to like call the sheriff to put them in jail.
We'd be like, horny jail, you're not allowed to post anything for the next 30 minutes. So don't even think about it. It was a wild time.
Place.
Yeah, it was really good. It was a good time. People would hate that today. They would hate it so much. Censorship. They would put us in jail.
Well, or sure. That, or everyone would be in jail, like today, because
in the Discord.
Yeah, because everything is too sexual. apparently. Everyone's
So
so sensitive.
Bad Bunny, thank you so much for bringing back sexiness. He brought sexy back, in the words
He
of
was
Justin
bringing
Timberlake.
sexy back in a big way.
In a
I'll tell you
big
what.
way.
Who would you love to see in the next
Calvin Klein
Calvin
ad?
Klein ad?
I posted this on the story, but like Lewis Hamilton and Calvin Klein when?
Obviously.
Obviously. And people were in the DMs arguing that no, it should be Alonzo. No, it should be
Honestly, it should be all of them.
Carlos. Honestly, it should be all of them. What if?
Why are we discriminating? Why are we not? Por qué no los dos?
Porque no los todos, okay? Why can't it be all of them? Okay. Spoiler alert, this episode's actually bilingual, so we're gonna have to put
This is actually really hearkening back to the day when Issa, Carlos Sainz's ex-girlfriend, launched a podcast, Esta de Moda, and we were like, we're gonna learn Spanish so that we can listen to Issa's podcast. So I wonder if we could pop that on now and we would know anything.
Also harkening back to when we thought Swiss was a language.
We don't need to harken back to that one. That's probably one of the more embarrassing bits that we've had on here. It wasn't even a bit. It was a genuine question. All right, well, now that more things that we've seen on the internet this week. It's kind of been everywhere.
It happens. I feel as though
it happens in waves. It comes and goes in waves,
I feel as though this drama circulates every year or so. And it's likely because Hailey Bieber does some other crazy thing that the people need to discuss.
Or it's any time either of them have any big thing going on,
yes.
The public debate is like immediately back because people are like, oh, what did the other person do now?
Mm-hmm.
People love a feud and will not let them go.
Yeah. So
obviously we're talking about Hailey and Selena.
Hailey and Selena Gomez, a decade
plus what has it been, like 15 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Like, I feel like she and Justin have been married for what, 8?
Too long, if we're being honest.
They have a baby.
And so if you guys listened to Yappy Hour last week, you learned that I'm a Selena Gomez apologist. I'm a Selena Gomez stan. And so therefore, I ride or die for my bitch. And I don't condone Hailey Bieber's behavior at all. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there is a general conspiracy around the fact that Hailey Bieber is so obsessed with Selena Gomez that she copies her like literal every move. She was so obsessed with Selena Gomez while she was dating Justin Bieber. She's been famously like kind of snooty and mean towards Selena because she wanted to marry Justin Bieber. And even though she got the man, she has the baby, she has the ring on her finger, seemingly there are still things that are happening that Hailey just cannot. Selena Gomez lives rent-free up in Hailey Bieber's head for sure.
For sure. Wait, pause really quick. Not like editing wise, but just in your story, Nicole. Thinking about that phrase, I haven't heard the phrase lives rent free in someone's head in a while. Thinking about how that phrase was used by Jennifer L. Armentrout
No, it wasn't JLA, it was Rebecca.
No, it wasn't. It was JLA's spin-off. It was like the retelling of like
I'm almost certain that it's in Onyx Storm as well. Let me look.
Probably.
Because I audibly moaned.
But it's the one with like Sarah and Serafina and Nikdos, because they're like the rot, and they're like someone says something about like, oh, it has been living in her head rent free, and I was like, we're in medieval times. I don't think there's rent. You guys don't even have showers. Like, what do you mean?
Tithe. It's the tithe.
Yes.
Maybe it was. I just feel like I saw it recently.
I'll never forget that moment. I think that was the moment I decided I was DNFing anything else that JLA ever
And you
wrote.
know what? I couldn't possibly blame you for that.
I think I texted you and Carly and I said, I'm actually respectfully bowing out of this
I have not picked up one of those books.
because she just used this phrase and you guys were both like, word, get out of there. Anyways, okay, back to Selena and Hailey. So Selena famously living rent free in Hailey's head. Tell me more, because this is also because you know that I've just never been a Selena stan. So like I
Mhm.
just feel like this is all drama that I've kind of stayed on the periphery of. Like it's
Mm.
not a feud that I have like sunk my teeth into. So I'm gonna need you to really educate me on this.
And here's the thing, guys. I don't want you thinking that I'm Selena Gomez's number one fan. Okay, I'm not obsessed with her in the way that Hailey Bieber is obsessed with her. I just, again, there's something about her. She has a certain je ne sais quoi that I just can't stay away from. Anyway, so
Just
there's
when you thought you were out, she pulls you back
she
in.
pulls me back in. So here's the thing: is that like every other 13-year-old girl in the year 2008, Hailey Bieber was obsessed with Justin Bieber. Then known as Haley Baldwin, obsessed with Justin Bieber. Her dad introduces her to him at a Today Show performance. I think I can't really remember where it was. But so that's the first time they meet. Okay, then they meet again at the his movie premiere. This is when they have their first photo taken together. Okay, important. Then, right after that, Justin and Selena start dating. Okay, very serious. They're seen out and about. And Hailey is kind of a teenage mean girl towards Selena. She's kind of tweeting mean things about her. She's making videos about her.
But
And
also,
then,
who among us at that age was not pissed?
well, I don't love Justin Bieber like that, so certainly not me.
Well, not me either, but I feel like she was also, she's younger than us. So she
Mhm.
was 11.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I hated Miley Cyrus when she was dating Nick Jonas. So, like, obviously, I get it.
Right. Like, I don't feel like we can hold these sins against her. The sins
No,
of the past.
100%. I'm not, but this is kind of where it
Yeah,
started.
no,
And
it's
she
just background. I
seemingly
get it. I get it.
has
You're not, I'm not
moved
saying that you're holding sins against her. I'm
Yeah.
just piping up.
Yeah. So there are a variety of things that happen, and I'm not going to go through the slideshow. You guys can Google this. You can watch a YouTube video on all of the
There's
examples.
like, what, a 4-part docu-series on YouTube right now?
It's 7 parts.
7-part.
Okay, 7-part series of all of the times Hailey has worn almost the exact same outfit, if not the exact same, the same jewelry, the same everything. And like, obviously, we can chalk it up to trends, right? Like, trends happen and like people wear similar things, but like,
Celebrities also have stylists that could be similar too.
correct. But it's also, 2-3 times, maybe it's coincidence.
Yeah.
If it's 25 times, I think something has to be going on inside of your brain at that point. And the biggest kicker for me is that they both have G tattoos in almost the exact same font behind their ears. Selena gets it because it's for her younger sister Grace. And then 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, after she's debuted it, Hailey gets a G tattoo behind her ear in the same font, in the same place, same size. And she says, "Oh, it's for my pastor's daughter." Why the fuck are you getting a tattoo for your pastor's daughter?
What?
Yeah, insane behavior. Okay.
What? She's like, who do I know that starts with a G? Literally, what the hell?
Truly, truly insane behavior. That for me, I'm just like, girl, what are you doing?
That's
Like,
crazy.
um,
This is so fun for me because I actually don't know like any of this. So I honestly feel like I feel like this is you telling me like your two like high school friends drama. Like that's like how it's like feeling right now.
but it's also like the Hailey and Justin have both joked about how it's an arranged marriage because they're both like deeply weirdly evangelical Christians.
Oh
And
my god, I remember her Halloween post a few like when we
yes,
were in college or something, like right around when they were getting married, and she was posting about
She
All
basically
Hallows
posted,
Eve or
yeah, like, we
something.
don't celebrate Halloween because it's, like, the evil
Pagan.
spirits.
It's
Yeah,
like,
okay, whatever.
anyways.
Whatever. This is just part of it. And so they're like, weirdly, that's the religious thing. That's a whole thing. So basically, Justin's like, actually, I think this was an arranged marriage. You think Hailey's been stalking you since she's 13? She made this shit happen. Okay.
Kind of a
Which
manifesting queen.
yeah, we could be like manifesting queen or the fangirl to wife pipeline, kind of insane, but it's very similar to Tyler Sagan. I don't know if you know who that is. He is a hockey player for the Dallas Stars.
Used to be
His
Boston Bruin.
Yep, his current wife, like, actually kind of creepy the way that she stalked him, and now that they're married, like, it's actually like kind of clinically insane. I don't know how he ended up marrying her, but like, I mean, good for her, I guess. Wouldn't work on me, but it's literally every fanfic written by a 13-year-old for sure.
Good for her.
Yeah, good for Hailey, good for whatever Tyler's wife's name is.
I'll be
But
looking
there's
that up
also
later.
drama that right after Selena and Justin broke up for the second time, I think, it was right around New Year's Eve, and there is a like pretty popular photo in the zeitgeist of Selena Gomez, Kendall Jenner, and Gigi Hadid in Dubai for New Year's.
Hmm.
And the rumor is that Kendall and Gigi were really good friends with Hailey at the time, and Hailey used them to be fake friends with Selena and take her out of the country so that she could spend New Year's Eve with Justin Bieber, because they were seen at a party together that year and they had not been seen together before. And so Hailey was like, I need you to be fake friends with Selena and take her out of this country so we don't have to worry about them spending New Year's together. Kind of insane.
But also, that's friendship right there. That's girlhood. I'll take your competition out of the country for sure. I will. I'm just playing devil's advocate on every part of this story right now. Like,
You are, and that's fine.
I'm seeing it from all sides. I'm seeing things. I'm a neutral third party right now.
It's fine. I was trying to tell a story the other day about how I saw a TikTok about how obviously Selena Gomez's beauty line is called Rare Beauty, and then shortly after that, Hailey decided to do her own skincare line, and what does she call it? Rhode. And people were like, oh, she did the R so that when people Googled the Selena Rare, hers would also come up, because she just doesn't ever want it to not be about her. And I was like, I believe that. Carly was like, I don't believe that that's her middle name. And I said, shut up. I didn't know I had Hailey Bieber apologists in my midst. So, yeah, there's just too many coincidences. Also, let's talk about the cooking show. Do you remember this?
Selena and Chef.
Selena had a cooking show on HBO, 4 seasons, 11 episodes each, in case you were wondering. Was it good? Absolutely not. Did I think she deserved a show? 100% no. But that's not the point. We're not here to judge that. Hailey decides she's going to start her own cooking show too. Okay, she's in the same vein. She says, I'm going to have my Nana cook with me. I'm going to be in my own home. I'm going to do the same recipes. It only lasts for 5 episodes on her YouTube channel. She doesn't get very far with it. But the point still stands that she saw this happen and she said, it's got to be me too. It's just there are too many coincidences. And she's gone on Call Her Daddy to be like, it's all love, we're all good. But for me, the only person talking about this is Hailey. Selena has never said anything about this beef and this drama, which leads me to believe that she's the bigger person in this party because she just simply doesn't speak on it. And Hailey cannot shut up about it. She's always posting on her stories about how, like, people are manufacturing beef and like all of this stuff. Selena doesn't say a single thing about it because guess who's probably in the right?
Yeah, but also because again, devil's advocate. I don't actually have a single dog in this fight. Like, I don't care either way. But if I'm Selena, I'm also not saying anything about it because all of the beef and like the rumors that are out there paint Selena more in the right and like as like the victim. So like obviously I'm not going to say anything either because like why I don't have to. Whereas I get why Hailey says things because they paint her as like this evil villain.
Well, Selena could be like, oh, well, guys, Hailey and I are all good. Don't worry about
Mm,
it. She doesn't.
true. My favorite one is the eyebrows. The eyebrow gate.
Eyebrowgate is very reminiscent to when Miley and
Demi?
Miley
Oh,
and Mandy made that video making fun of Demi and Selena. Remember when Demi and
yes.
Selena used to have a YouTube show? And Miley and Mandy also had one, and they were mortal enemies at that point.
Yeah.
Being a teenage girl is quite literally hell on earth.
I
I'll tell you
actually
what.
feel like being a teenage girl that's famous would have been the ninth circle of hell.
Yeah, 100%.
I was not chill at that time, especially in terms of like any sort of beef. To put that out in public, tough, super tough. I'm like sending myself anonymous questions on Forum Spring back in the day. I could have been absolutely crucified for that on the internet if I was famous.
Yeah, 100%. But Eyebrowgate is also crazy because the timing of it is suspicious. Kate, do you want to describe Eyebrowgate since you seem to know what this one is?
Yeah. You may have to fill in some blanks. I know the gist. I know the gist of Eyebrowgate. So Selena at one point gets her eyebrows done. She gets them
Laminated.
laminated. If you've never gotten your eyebrows laminated or you don't know what it is, your eyebrows look fucking insane, especially at first when they're first done. I got that done like 6 months ago. I loved it. It does make your eyebrows look crazy if you're not used to it. So anyways, Selena got her eyebrows laminated so they're like big and bushy and like perfectly sculpted. So she takes a photo, posts it on Instagram, and says like on fleek, right?
She took a video and she was like, I laminated my eyebrows for too long. Now they look crazy.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know how to fix it, but I look insane.
Yes. That's it. And then fast forward, Hailey and
Kylie.
Kylie take are they the ones that took photos of their eyebrows and said like on fleek?
They're
Someone
on
said on fleek
FaceTime.
somewhere.
They're on FaceTime.
Mm.
Both of them. Well, Kylie posted on her story and was like, I don't know how I did this to my eyebrows. She put that as the caption. And then the next one was her and Hailey FaceTiming, both with their eyebrows and like their photos, like just like this in the camera screenshot posted to the story.
Yeah.
Then they tried to backtrack and say, this has nothing to do with Selena. This has nothing. We didn't even see it. Mind you, Selena Gomez is the most followed person on Instagram. What are you talking about? You didn't see it. I know you saw it. I know you saw that.
No, again, and they're all kind of teenagers at this point, maybe a little older than teenagers, but I also feel like as famous people, you like grow up too fast, but you also kind of always stay a teenager.
Mm-hmm. Stunted.
That's literally what everyone in like middle school, high school would do. You'd like publicly make fun of someone or something, and then they'd call you out, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, I totally like that's not real. I didn't even know that." That's the only thing I really know about is Eyebrowgate, and apparently I didn't even know the real story. So,
Gate's not online for the Hailey Selena.
so what's
drama
been happening now? Is there anything? Because I did hear that one of the songs on "I Said I Love You First" is a diss track.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't really pick up on that through my one listen.
Younger and Hotter Than Me.
I mean, it would make sense.
And then the other one is How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten? Could be construed. I have seen TikTok edits of How Does It Feel to Be Forgotten about Hailey and Justin, but apparently that's about Benny's ex-girlfriend, and not about Justin Bieber. But again, I think that situations can fit, or it can fit multiple situations.
It's
here
up for interpretation.
It's up for interpretation. She can be like, it's not about them. But I think at the end of the day, this is an album about loving her man And I don't think that Selena Gomez gives a single fuck about Justin Bieber anymore. And I don't know, have you guys seen him lately? I wouldn't give a fuck about him either. At the end of the day, they both lost.
Yeah.
Okay, but Justin Bieber is ugly now. Okay, he is off the wall.
Justin Bieber is
Crazy.
recovering from some serious childhood trauma, and I hope that he's really getting actual help.
Yeah.
That's
And it's also like, I guess, kind of sad for Hailey that she gets treated poorly by Justin. Like, seems like he doesn't love her. You watch videos of them and it seems like he hates her.
I have a baby.
So she needs to project that onto someone else, which is clearly Selena Gomez. She's blaming everything that he does on her. It's very clear. But this is drama that I would like to be involved in because I truly don't care what happens. I don't give a single fuck. I have no skin in the game. And I don't even like any of these people that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also Justin Bieber posted on his story recently, like kind of being crazy. Let me pull it up. He posted like this very long Instagram story talking about God, the forgiveness we forgot about, like asking for forgiveness, not make ourselves small for people to feel comfortable, whatever. Okay, Justin. Then the next photo is a screenshot of one of Hailey's Instagram posts from 2019, about like her stepping into 2019. She wants to be vulnerable about the things she struggles with, and be able to be 22 and insecure and fragile. And then she goes, yeah, so this year I'm going to do my very best to just be me and be confident with who I am because I'm still enough and I'm loved and you are enough and you're loved. And he goes, still relevant, boo. All this in the midst of this resurgence of the Hailey and Selena drama. So I'm sure it's all just kind of crazy, I'll tell you what. So I've been enjoying it. Can't wait. She went the Call Me Daddy interview did not make her look very good. Hailey did not make Hailey look very good. I think that Hailey kind of came off as a little bit of a mean girl. And she's like, I don't know why people are still talking about this, because you're talking about it. You're always talking about it. That's why people are talking about it. So she might have Barbara Streisand affected herself with this, but I don't know. What did they name their baby? Do you remember? Something stupid, probably.
Jack Blue.
Sure.
I think.
Sure.
I think it's Jack. Jack Blues. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Okay, other internet drama I want to talk about this week.
I know what you're about to say, and I need you to speak on it because I need to know. I saw this on the agenda, and I said, what in the holy hell is this?
You're not abreast to Jonascon?
No, bitch. Oh, I don't know shit about you. You know, this is literally just a week of like things that I was never a stan of in my younger years. Like Selena Gomez was never a thing for me, and I was never huge on the Jonas Brothers either.
Nicole's Disney Channel childhood.
The cover art for this has to be Nicole doing the
okay, so Jonascon,
I never got super into all of this because, as you know, famously, I tried to be a Disney Channel kid and I gave up that dream to be a normal kid instead. Yeah. So you were
almost a child. You almost had to live that life.
I know. Thank God I didn't. I would have crashed and burned. But guys, I did go to one of those mass Disney Channel open casting call auditions, and I did get a callback or two. Yeah, they did like me a lot and like really wanted me to be. And I said, I want to be an actress taken seriously, so I don't want to start out on the Disney Channel. So please. She had to be taken seriously.
Yeah, you could have grown up as a teenage girl. You could have been feuding with Miley and Mandy. In an alternate universe, Kate's feuding with Miley and Mandy.
Kind of would have been iconic. I would have lost. There's no way I wouldn't have lost.
The TG1F haters group would have had nothing on Miley and Mandy.
TG1F _ haters group.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so tell me
Jonas,
about Jonascon. I actually need to know so much about this. First of all, also, was it on a cruise ship?
not on a cruise ship, better at the American Dream Mall in New Jersey. Okay.
The only reason I know literally anything about what's going on is from your ex-boyfriend's Instagram story. Like,
Yep.
literally,
Yep.
the only I'm like, I checked also so many other Instagram stories. I'm like, are any of like the girls that I like went to high school with and middle school with that love the Jonas Brothers there? No, literally only him. He's the only person I know that was at Jonascon at the
I
water
literally
park.
replied to his story and I said, "You are not at Jonascon right now." And he's like, "Yeah, I am." And I was like, "So whatever your perfect day seeing the Jonas Brothers in New Jersey, I guess."
And at the water park with
We'll get into
people.
it. We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, yeah,
Okay,
we'll
so
get there.
Jonascon, for anyone who's listening and is not familiar, Jonascon is a little festival they decided to put on to celebrate 20 years of the Jonas Brothers, which 20 years, what are we talking about here?
It's giving 1D day except way worse. Except at the mall.
So they decided to have it at this mall called the American Dream Mall in um, Newark, New Jersey. It's right next to MetLife Stadium over here. And this mall is kind of like a smaller mall of America, essentially. There's like
But I'm
theme
assuming it was
park.
like their mall growing up because they love
Yeah, there's like theme
Jersey.
parks. There's like a bunch, every store you could possibly imagine. It's like it's a thing to do. Okay, there's a indoor skiing and snowboarding place in there. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Malls
So
are
the
so
Jonas
much.
Brothers put out this flyer that says, "We're having Jonascon," and they're listing all of these things that are going to be there. Okay. Uh, there's going to be t-shirt making, there's going to be trivia, there's going to be photo ops, there's going to be karaoke, there's going to be bumper cars, like literally anything that you could think of, like they're doing. Okay. And
It's making me think, knowing nothing about what's to come, it is only making me think of the Willy Wonka experience in Glasgow.
100%, 100%.
It's
So,
just Kevin.
so I'm like, okay, well, I would love to go to this. I don't pay any attention to when things are going on sale. I just see TikToks about people be like, "I got my tickets," and I'm like, "Oh, well, guess I wasn't paying close enough attention." But tickets were free. Okay, tickets were free. They did not charge money for this. They charged money for anyone who wanted a VIP experience, and even then, it was only like $200, which is not crazy. Okay, so
And the
first come,
VIP
first serve.
is meeting them?
What?
Is VIP like meeting them? What do you
I
get
don't
with the
even know. I
VIP
think it was like
experience?
special seating.
Did we get VIP? Can we get him as a guest on the pod to talk about his experience at Jonas
He did not get VIP.
live from the Jonas Con VIP?
So Jonascon, they had, I don't really know how the schedule was set up, but seemingly there were 2 sessions, and then there were like 4 sessions. I think you queued up for, you got tickets for like session 1 or 2 for the mall part, and then you got tickets session 1 or 2 for the water park part. Okay, now they had a concert in the water park in the mall. Okay, in the wave pool, people were in the wave pool while the Jonas
No,
Brothers were
I
performing.
no the photos of people just in their bathing suits at the water park with like tubes up around their waist. I was like, this is grim.
And
I'm not gonna lie to you, it was grim.
well, the whole thing of it is that like one of their first shows they ever played was at Jones Beach down on like near Coney Island, and so it was called Jonas Beach. So it was kind of cute, but keep in mind there is a huge inflatable of Shrek hanging above them at this point. Okay,
It's just like I would rather it been at a beach. Like I don't want to be at a water park with a bunch of other grown adults.
no, it
Like,
was disgusting. Do not catch me at the water park Jonas Brothers concert, okay? And I love those bitches. So people are complaining because I guess they've like, also keep in mind Mike DeLisi's playing DeLisa, Kevin's brother-in-law, is doing like a DJ set. They've brought back like all of the fan favorites from camp. Oh, there's a Camp Rock Tiki bar. Don't forget about that. They're
How could I forget?
like basically like the side characters of Camp Rock are all there. They're doing photo ops. Big Rob was there. Also, for some reason, Big Time Rush was also there. Big Time Rush came out
What?
as well. Kind of a crossover of the century. I don't really understand it, but I am mad
They
that I
were
missed
back from
that.
their Big Time Rush on Ice tour.
Yeah, fresh off of Big Time Rush on Ice, preparing for their Big Time Rush
the
Eras
world is
tour.
ending. This has to be like Armageddon.
And it's crazy. This is on a Sunday. This is
a school night.
But then people were complaining because they were like,
kind of on the Lord's Day. Weird for them.
They were like, oh, I waited. I got tickets for the water park and I only got 20 minutes of performance. And the other people who got GA, like, got a 2-hour performance. There was a lot of beef. There was a lot of drama. Very much giving VidCon. Remember VidCon from Tumblr? Who could forget? Or TanaCon. Shout out Brit. Shout out Tana. Maybe she should bring that back and collab with Jonascon. I'd love to see that.
If the Tana, Mojo, and the Jonas Brothers collabed on a con,
I'd be there.
A con. It would probably be an actual con.
So yeah, but then apparently they played like a 2-hour set. They also played like all of their songs from It's About Time. Okay, that one hurt. And if you don't know, that's their like very first baby album. They like haven't played those songs in quite literally ages.
This is their like olive branch. This was their olive branch to the people.
Yeah, but they're going on tour again this summer, and so they have promised to play it. So reeling me back in, goddamn. I'll probably be there, God forbid. But the Jonascon seemed crazy. Kevin's wife Danielle had a jewelry pop-up that you could buy like custom made like Jonas Brothers necklaces.
Was Priyanka there?
Priyanka was there.
What was she doing? Was she doing improv? You could like improv a scene with Priyanka.
I'm screaming. No, I don't know exactly what she was doing.
But it's literally giving Jersey Shore Family Vacation when they go and it's like the fundraiser for the cancer that Dina's dad died from, and they're like, everyone has to like raffle off something. So they raffle off like do shots with Snooki, touch Pauly D's blowout. Like you too can improv with Priyanka Chopra Jonas and buy friendship bracelets by Danielle Jonas.
No, literally, that's kind of what it was like. I saw videos of Frankie getting into karaoke. I was
just gonna say, what was Frankie up to?
Frankie was doing karaoke with the fans. I think I will say for how quickly this came together, I am pretty impressed with what they were able to do, because it was only like in the past like month and a half that this really like came together. So I'll say I don't think it was as big as a clusterfuck as people made it seem, but I think some people were just being annoying about it. But
no one's ever happy with anything.
No, but I personally am glad that I was not there. I'm not going to lie to you. There is actually no worse experience for me than going to a Jersey mall on a Sunday. I'll tell you what.
With a water park in it.
With a water park in it. So
being in the wave pool.
Yeah. I'm really glad whoever went, if they had fun, living your life, incredible work, but it was really fun to watch on social media. I'll tell you what. So the Jonas Brothers alive and well after 20 years and still doing incredibly stupid shit. And I love them for that. And that's Jonascon.
And that's Jonascon. Damn, that was good. That was some good stuff. All right, let's get into the book nook. Quick little book nook.
Been a minute.
Yeah, it has been a minute. Nicole, what are you reading lately?
I kind of have like 4 books on rotation right now.
Okay, I was going to say I have a bunch too.
I'm like, it's just kind of depends on the mood that I'm in. I've re-picked up The Body Keeps the Score. You guys know I've been talking about this. I'm back on it. just because I just want to finish it and I want to know kind of what the rest of the book has. So I picked that back up. I'm reading the second Jurassic Park book, The Lost World. I just finished the first one and I love that book. And I don't think I've ever actually read the second one. So it's very fun for me to read because it is
That's the
slightly
new one, right? The new movie coming out is based on this second book?
mildly. Yeah, mildly. So the movie of this, like the second movie, kind of has similar themes, but basically they just like in the book and similar to the newer Jurassic Park movies, they like destroy the island. So like they bomb the island, the dinosaurs are dead in the end of the first book,
Got it.
okay? But spoiler alert, in the second book there's a secret second island where they're basically pumping out the dinosaurs. Okay, so that's been abandoned and now the dinosaurs still live there. So these researchers go and like they have one who just goes off and he does something, they have to go rescue him. In the movie, the island has not been destroyed. They're still researchers. They go to the island, chaos ensues, but it's not destroyed. So in the upcoming movie, basically they're going to the secondary island where like testing has been going on, where testing has happened. So I'm thinking in this movie they're gonna bring in like mutant dinosaurs and stuff. So it'll be
Exciting.
it'll be exciting, it'll be interesting. I am a huge Jurassic Park fan. I even if the movies are not really that good anymore, I'm still gonna eat them up. So reading the second book, really enjoying it. And then I also am reading this book called For Small Creatures Such as We. And it's by Carl Sagan's daughter. And if you don't know who Carl Sagan is, he is a famous like astrophysicist and
No relation
philosopher.
to Tyler Sagan and his soccer wife?
No relation. He had the show Cosmos in the 80s and the 70s. But his daughter wrote this book and it's just about like rituals for daily life as like secular people who don't really have religion, and it's basically just for it kind of like covers like why different religions have these rituals and kind of like how they've come to be and how you can kind of take these things that humans have been doing for millennia and kind of make it your own, and like why these rituals are so important, whether that's daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever it is. And I think that it's just like such a special book, and it's quite short, but I'm loving every minute of it. So
I love that.
yeah, how about you?
So I similarly have a couple books ongoing right now.
Did you finish the second One Dark Window?
No, I haven't even finished the first One Dark
Oh,
Window. I'm still working on that. So, well, because I started playing Zelda.
you're getting Zelda, yeah.
So I kind of have been not reading as much as I should be because I'm locked the fuck in. By the way, I did open up 2 new towers.
I'm proud of you.
And
Did
I
you
got to the camel. I got to the camel divine beast.
did you
I haven't
beat
actually gotten to it yet because I'm stuck in the desert and everyone's like, there's no safe way to get there because you're either too cold or you're too hot. So I gotta go somewhere else first.
did
But
you secure the elephant?
no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I just got a bunch of arrows though, so I feel like sometime soon I can go back. I caught a bunch of fairies so they can like bring me back to life. So we're getting there.
Okay,
We're getting my
okay.
confidence is getting up. I want a couple more life hearts until I hit the elephant for good.
Okay.
But we're working through things over there. I don't like playing as much without you. Like it's not as fun to like not be able to ask someone. But anyway, so I haven't been reading as much, but I am like halfway, maybe a little more than halfway through One Dark Window, which I am loving. Like I love that. It's so fun. The magic system is so interesting and I love a mystery. So really enjoying that. And then I am starting, so I guess I haven't started it yet, but I'm starting Diamond Eye by Kate Quinn.
I saw you
My
pick
girl
that up.
Kate
Yeah.
Quinn. Yeah, so that's going to be my pre-bed book because I got it as a paperback. So that's up there. And then I read a couple little Kindle Unlimited books that I couldn't even tell you the names of if I tried to right now, but just needed something quick and easy,
To pass the time.
150 pages, just
Yeah.
kind of cruise through. So that's kind of where I'm at reading wise right now. I'm kind of getting into that slump where I'm reading things, but I'm really kind of hyper focusing on Zelda
Yeah. No, that's
at
fair.
the moment. So that's the book nook for me. Not anything too exciting right now.
I love it. I love it. Good things. All right. We are going to do the Kate Nicole hotline.
Yeah, we are.
And this week is a follow up from a previous hotline that we've done.
We need to revisit. We need to revisit a hotline that came through that we asked for more details on, and
Yeah.
more details we have received. I'm so excited. I haven't heard this one yet. So play it
This
loud.
is from our listener who called in, who said that they got let go from their government job and they had someone tell them that they love them all within a week. So they have called in with with an update. So it's quite lengthy. We'll probably cut some of it out, but here we go.
Oh my God. Hi. Okay, I'm calling back. I was the Manifest Minute requester that had the person tell them that they were in love with me, and then I got fired a couple of weeks after that. I was a little bit behind in my listening, so I didn't even know you did my Manifest Minute, so thank you. Okay, but this person I met in college over a dating app, and it was very like situationshipy, like friends with benefits kind of situation where we did hang out and stuff like that. But we both were like kind of open about where we were at with that. And it ended very amicably. So I was in college from like 2018 to 2021. And then I like moved away, and he was from the area. And that was kind of where some of the problems were, where I think like if he was willing to move or I was willing to stay, I think we would have like actually dated. But of course I wanted to move around and do my thing. And so I did, and I left, and it was very amicable. And, you know, it was like every once in a while, like if something happened, like we would Snapchat each other or like text each other or whatever. And then it was one of these times, about 2 months ago now, that something happened, and I was like, oh, like, haha, that's so funny, like, hope you're doing well, or whatever, for something very typical. And also, I hadn't seen him in 3 years, and then he unloaded and sent me paragraphs of
He's
blah,
been
blah, blah,
thinking
blah,
about
blah,
this.
I've been in love with you since the whole time. And I'm like, whoa, okay, this is a lot. And so we, like, took a week to try to figure out, like, you know, you just unloaded all of this on me out of the blue. So what are we going to do about it? We took like a week, and then we had a phone call. And because we're in separate states, like I'm moving all over the place with my job, and he's still in his hometown. And he was like, well, yeah, like, I don't know, I do love you, but like, I just don't want to do long distance, and I don't want to do this and this and this, which is like totally fair. But also like, okay, then why did you tell me? So yeah, that's kind of all of the context that I've got.
So what
But
did we
I
decide?
appreciate the Manifest Minute. An update, since it's been about a month since I called you guys. You know, I am getting over.
It has a 3-minute cutoff in case anyone was wondering. She follows up and says that obviously at this point the layoffs are going through the federal courts right now, so she may get her job back. So that's kind of interesting. But yeah, girl, you literally, so what did you decide?
Literally, what did we decide? Like that. This is all the updates I have now. Girl, no, it's not.
Well, I have to
Okay.
assume they're not doing anything about it, because
I mean, I guess, but like, I also kind of need to know, like, where did you go to school? What is his hometown? Like, is it like, oh yeah, we went to school in frickin' Austin, Texas, and so he lives in Austin, where it's like, okay, well, that actually could be a fine place to move. Or is it like,
bumfuck
he's
middle of
bumfuck and you
nowhere.
don't want to move there forever? Like, what are the vibes on where he's living? Like, you
I'm
also,
also
not to rub salt in the wound, but like you don't have your job right now. So like, could you move there for a little bit? Because you're not moving around with your job right now.
It's giving.
What is man?
There's an Abby Jimenez book called Just for the Summer. And she's a traveling nurse. And so she's like, I can't put roots down. I'm always traveling. Spoiler alert, she ends up putting roots down. But this is kind of what it's reminding me of, is like a cheeky little romance novel.
Yeah.
Where,
100%.
wow, after 6 years, he's still been thinking about you.
Yeah.
Okay. Pop off, queen. I don't know. I feel like you guys are destined for each other at some point.
Do too.
Like, that feels like fate.
I feel like at this point, you have to at least like give it the shot.
You gotta try. Unless this motherfucker sent you all of those paragraphs and he then decides he doesn't want to commit, then fuck.
Yeah.
After 6 years, no. But you know what? Why don't you kiss a little bit and you see how it goes?
Yeah.
That's my do a little smooch. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. I think you need to reunite if you haven't seen him in
3 years.
3 years. You have to like reunite and see if even that like spark is still there.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll be waiting. We'll be waiting for the third follow-up where you say you're getting married.
We will be waiting patiently. Not really. Not patiently.
Not patiently.
But just remember the 3-minute cutoff.
All right, guys, this has been a fun episode. I love teaching Kate new things about pop culture.
I love learning. I love to learn.
But in case you guys didn't catch it from last week, we do have a new sign-off.
Yes, we do have a new sign-off. Essentially, you know, the idea is still that before our next episode, we'll see you on the internet. But we have a new day now. So, guys, see you next Tuesday.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Wait.
Homie, say bye.
Say bye.
Bye,
homie. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. He's like, you woke me up for this.
Thanks for listening to See You on the Internet.
To keep up with the fun between episodes, make sure to follow us at See You on the Internet Pod on both Instagram and TikTok.
And to join in on the fun on the podcast itself, call the Kate Nicole hotline at 646-780-9063 or email us at hi@seeyouontheinternetpod.com.
We'll be back with a new episode soon, but in the meantime, we'll see you on the internet.